we will be back. Big shout out to our partners G2A, EGB, AMD, Nitro, Logitech, and Sennheiser.
E-Gaming Bets. We accept bets on computer games online since 2011. Referral system for regular users and the first deposit bonus. Gaming devices store and the best choice of payment systems. Dota 2 and Hearthstone, Counter-Strike and StarCraft, World of Tanks and League of Legends. EGB.com. You know for sure who's going to win.
G2A.com, the best video game store ever! Fast as lightning, solid as a rock, cheap as duck! What's more, you can sell on it because it's also a marketplace. Remember G2A.com, the best video game store ever!
So we are getting ready for the second map, everybody. Get your seatbelts ready. It's gonna be Vexed map pick overpass against Torpedo. My name is Boo, and you're gonna watch the second map. The score is 1-0 in favor of Vexed, 16-12. So there we go. The knife round is about to start. Vexed against Torpedo. It's Vexed map pick. And if Torpedo win this map, it's gonna be a 1-1 draw. Skins, everything. Skins will be returned if you bet on CSGO Lounge. On EGB, you were able to bet on a draw. So in case of a draw, I think the money will go to the guys that managed to put their money on a draw. Oh, that was a good frag by Atta on the knife round. I really hate... no, I don't hate casting knife rounds. I just don't do it because there's no reason to. But that is something we rarely see in knife rounds. People backstabbing other people. Usually it don't happen. But it doesn't matter. Knife round is going to be won by Vexed Gaming. They will stay on the CT side. No real rocket science behind that. I thank you everyone for tuning in. Vexed against Torpedo, the second map. Vexed already secured points. Even if they should lose this map, they would still have the chance to go home with points, as it's a draw, or it could be a draw. So let's see where this pistol round will take us. Torpedo, the Swedes, the underdog, managed to claw their way back, but still lost 16-12 in the last map, which was their map pick. But maybe they have sensed some blood. Maybe they want to get some more on their hands. But Vexed have a very aggressive approach to this one. It doesn't look aggressive, but they are sneaking slowly but surely. Oh, they put Furlan into this position. Hyper was the one accompanying his teammate, so they have that cheeky player in that position to hold down the B-bomb site. Repo already has to retreat. And for everyone that knows Torpedo by heart, Mally is the new guy in the squad. They decided to get rid of Tease. Or well, maybe not get rid of him, but remove him from the squad. 5v3 now with a quick rotation. The CTs can't really do anything about this anymore. The bomb is ticking already. They don't have a defuse kit. Torpedo had everything lined out quite well. Furlan wasn't able to get that frag over here. But Groovy is from heaven. I don't think the chances are too good though for him. Oh, as I speak, Rallen and Groovy suddenly turn it into a 2v2. Mally and Darty have to stay alive, but Groovy with another headshot. What is wrong with this guy today? He's so good. And Darty doesn't get the frag either. Groovy with a quad kill. And the bomb will blow up still. Rallen wasn't quick enough on the defuse. But Groovy with the quad. Wow, Torpedo win the round. Against all odds, Groovy and Rallen came back into the round in the first place. Then Torpedo still win the round due to the bomb blowing up. I didn't expect that to happen myself. I was already dribbling away on how Furlan was not making this position work over here. He failed to backstab decent. Now the terrorists starting off with a man down. The CTs go for the heavy investment here. UMP Scout and 5.7s. They put all the money on the line. The terrorists on the other side, they can probably already know that the CTs might invest a lot into this round. And Torpedo's not wasting time and effort either. But they are wasting players. Left and right, they go down. It's a 4v3 now. Thanks to decent spray onto Hyper. Furlan is down to 1 HP, received 99 damage and has to run away because of that. So the terrorists could gain some more map control on the A-bomb side. But Groovy's still in the stairs, and that's such a good position to hold on to. He can quickly rotate wherever he's called to, and he can possibly even backstab the terrorists on the way to either bomb site. Decent is carefully looking out for the backs of his teammates and just waits for the call that should come any second. Looking at Furlan, who's in a key position, only his head is poking out. The terrorists are slowly creeping into the side, getting closer and closer to him. Now Mally will put Furlan down, and Decent... Oh, no. Yeah, Mally will put him down eventually. Darty with a frag on the rotating Groovy, and it's a 3v1. Rallen on his own. The 5.7 is a dangerous pistol. It has a lot of bullets, so he can even face off against numerous targets. But he has to get that initial headshot to give himself a fighting chance. Doesn't happen. Mally with the triple, and Torpedo make it 2-0. They keep 3 of the rifles alive, so the heavy investment paid off for them, considering the rough start they had on the pistol. They now consolidate their finances, and they make the CT safe for good. No armor on any CT. Not even a single P250. Vexed is completely naked. Atta on the other side is on the lookout for some cash. Sweet, sweet money. He wants to earn it. Same goes for Downey on the B-bomb side. But the CTs stay away from those deadly SMGs. Now let's see what Rallen is able to do here. He gets jumped by Atta while he was firing away onto Mali. Almost got a frag there. But thanks to Atta, his teammates stayed alive. And they will quickly switch weapons as well. Another one by Atta now. He was having his very good rounds on Mirage. Especially with a few triple kills here and there. Now Repo and Hyper push forward. Try to get a weapon out of the hands of the terrorists. But, you know, in those situations, as a CT, you can't really do that much damage to the terrorists. At the same time, you're worth $300 for them. It's like Pac-Man. If they eat you, they get 300 score. And, well, Hyper was just stomping away like an elephant. Was a little bit too easy for Mali to pick him off. Getting even 600 on the board. So, it's not necessarily only 300. It could be 600. And that's why Repo is sneaking for his life. He's not running anymore. He's rather sneaking away, slowly creeping into the back of Atta. And I guess Atta will have him covered. There it is. 3-0 for Torpedo. The anti-ecos haven't been that big of a problem for the terrorists. A little struggle here at the start of the round, but after that, they had everything settled. Groovy didn't get the frags with his UMP that he managed to purchase after the squad kill in the pistol. And Rallen's scout didn't do the work either. So the CTs have their first chance to win a round in this round. Rallen with no armor, the naked gun. He's going down to Mali already. The terrorists starting it off with a bang on the map pick of Vexed. If they win this rifle round, I could see the Polish hopes being diminished at least a little bit. And the terrorists will quickly gain some ground on A long, push the CTs back into the side and deny them any information. That's so crucial on a map like Overpass. Look at Decent. He's waiting there. But Groovy knows he's around. He gets the frag, gets a lot of information as well. Now the terrorists could try to capitalize on Groovy being out of position. But they're a little bit too slow. Nobody was around. Now a big exchange by Hyper and Mali. The nade is redirected nicely. Hyper lobbing it in like a snooker player there. A good flash, but he still goes down to Atta, who's covered by Darty. It's back to a 3v3. Equal players on the two teams. CTs just want to seal off the A bomb site for now and want to make the terrorists try and go for B. Furlan just hanging out in the restrooms. Doesn't spot anyone, so they will forward that information to Groovy. He was the hero on the first map. He was a big factor of Vexed winning it 16-12 with his 28 kills. And now he can get himself to a good start, but he doesn't. Goes down to Darty's AK. A 3v2 now. Repo already taken down to 6 HP, but Furlan with the flank makes it a 1v1, but Donny has him covered. 4 rounds for Torpedo now. The first rifle round going their way in a 1v1 fashion. And again, the round goes down the wire. In the end, it is the terrorists with a success. And the CTs have to save. So Torpedo haven't played Overpass too many times in official games. That's what you have to keep in mind as well. If Vexed wanted to prepare themselves for the Swedes, it would have been quite hard for them. Good position here by Furlan. Can see Downey. Furlan with a jump. Downey will peek up there. Oh wow, Downey with the awareness of, I don't know, Superman with X-Ray. Getting that frag there, avoids being taken down and gets a second kill as well. Cleans up the underpass, the connector area. Leaves Repo and Rallen on the A-bomb side while Decent picks off Groovy. Now it's Atta with the AK. He's looking for the frags. Did look the wrong direction. Reaper with a straight headshot. And that AK could be saved by the CTs. They don't necessarily need it, because they will be on a buy anyway. But if they want to have an AWP, it could help them. And I already mentioned in the first map, down the line, you never know when it's worth saving. Rather go for it than risking it. I think Rallen spotted the feet of Downey there. That's why he wonders, where did that terrorist go? He's looking for the frag here. But Downey snuck through the door, back outside. Peeks in there. And I'm curious to see if Downey has that impact every single round now. He seems to have found his homestead in Connector. And it's a crucial map, it's a crucial point, it's a crucial area of the map over here. Quick rotation for any team. If the CTs have deep control, they can shut the terrorists down. The same goes for the terrorists. They can have quick rotations, they can go for peaks and for re-rotations, for fakes on the A-bomb side, then quickly go back to B, try to surprise the CTs. And as soon as this area is lost, the CTs basically have to fall back into the deeper positions on both sides of the map, so they can quickly rotate back through the CT spawn into the A-bomb site and vice versa on B. Otherwise, they will have to step up massively and work their way through Connector. And now Vexed decides to shut down the terrorist pushes. It's the 6th round on this second map. And they go for the double AWP setup. Downey checks out Connector, so it's really his home turf now. Vexed though have Hyper and Rallen with the big guns. Rallen is inside the B-bomb site. He has to watch out. If he gets pushed from an awkward angle, he can run into some trouble positional-wise. Hyper already goes down. Another AWP is in there, but Torpedo decides to plant the bomb in the smoke. Verlin will get rid of Atta, and another one for Rallen with the knife onto Darty through the smoke on the bomb planter, and Rallen with the triple kill now. Oh wow, what a play by him. Definitely is furious about the first few rounds and about him not having the impact. He was taken out by Mali when he had his first AWP. This time around, he was playing it way more intelligent. And despite the fact the smoke was in there, he made himself noticeable on the map. Sneaking into the smoke with an AWP on his back. Getting the frag on Darty, who just planted the bomb. Really nasty frag by Rallen. And he is on fire. Look at him run. Legging it into the connector. Downey is going down already. He has to watch out now. Rallen is on fire. And if he is unleashing his inner spirits onto the terrorists, it can get very dangerous. Quick trades on the B-bomb side now, while Atta and Mali are trying to open up A. Decent is sneaking into B. If he gets a frag over there, his teammates would be quite slow to get there and help him out to hold down the bomb site. And it's not going to happen either. Verlin with the headshot onto Decent, just sliding in there. Stopping just in time. Mali is the last one alive on the terrorist side. He's flashed. They know where he is. They try to find that frag. The bomb is dropped as well. Should be around that goes the way of Vexed, no matter what Mali comes up with. Hyper already pins down that angle while the CTs come in with a backstab. And who else but Rallen could go for that? Mali completely oblivious to his backside. Oh, Rallen misses that shot and Mali turns around, punishes him for that. 25 seconds on the clock. He could still do it though. But it's a long way to the B-bomb side. He decides to stay. If he had fought his way through to the A-bomb side, it would have been quite amazing. But he decides to drop the bomb and try and save his AWP for the next round. CTs are still too far away from him, so he stays safe for now. Torpedo have the money to buy up again. They might need a drop for Atta. Let's see. Yeah. Darty drops the AK for his teammate. And they end up with a sturdy buy, but the CTs still have those 2 orbs. And they already proved how strong they can be if they have those 2 scopes. Rallen flashes himself into position, while Hyper goes for the underpass peak. And Downey has learned his lesson. He flashes his way in there, forces the CT to be on the lookout. The terrorist will execute on the B bomb site. Furlan is alone over there. A good nade. Doesn't do the damage to the right players though, but he steps out, goes to work onto Decent. It's a 4v4 now. The B bomb site under heavy trouble. Furlan is still alone over there. He's got Repo close by, but he doesn't spot anyone yet, so Furlan still has to fight for his life. He eventually goes down to Atta. It's a 2v3. The terrorists have lost a bomb inside the site. The CTs have vision over that. Rallen is on Heaven. Repo in B short, and Hyper is down below. So perfect positions for them to initialize that retake. And there they go. Rallen with the double pick. The terrorists were pushed away from the bomb too far. So that's why they, so to speak, lost it. They didn't have the peaks from B short anymore. They didn't have the angles to go for the bomb peak. The one over here in the corner didn't have the angle to see the bomb. And neither did the terrorists over there. So Torpedo losing control over the bomb site made it easy for Vex to go for the retake. But the terrorists have enough money. Thanks to the bomb plant, they will be able to purchase AKs and the Tech 9 for Darty. Now let's see, the CTs with that aggressive move into underpass again. But they quickly pull back out to avoid losing any players. Downey has taken refuge over there again. His home turf is captured, while Rallen is looking for the first one on the toilets. Torpedo focuses on a long for now. They have tried the B execution. It didn't necessarily yield the result they were looking for. And now they lose their own player. Their designated R player who had an AK in this round goes down on long. The terrorist losing ground. And it reminds me of that round on Mirage, where they lost a few players. Initially, they ended up in a 5v3, and they kind of lost clueless on what to do with their 3 players. They didn't get that individual play to get back into the round. Now, they still only have that man disadvantage. They can still work their way in there. But they have to go big now. There is no room for error for the Swedes. They could lose the good start of the game with a 5-0. At the start on the terrorist side on overpass. That's perfect. But if they can't win any more rounds, it could still be possible for the CTs to make that comeback. He's now on the doorstep to the A-bomb. So Decent is already inside. He's got a few bullets traded in there. Darty will finally get the frag on the CTs. Atta is still inside. He fights for the bomb control, but loses that kill. And Darty goes down to Groovy as well, who gets the double kill in the round. Torpedo unable to make that round go their way. They got another bomb plant, but they were unable to defend it. At least, you could argue, they got the bomb plant in the first place. And Vex is calling for a pause. They call for a 1-minute pause. The mouse is dead. Good timing by Rallen to have his mouse dead and not be in a 1v1 or a 1vx situation. So we can take a lengthy look at the scoreboard for now. 9 kills for Furlan, 8 for Rallen. Rallen being key in quite a few good rounds here. Especially in... wait, which one was it? I think it was this one. When he got the triple kill with a knife kill in the smoke. Nine kills for Atta on the other side and 7 for Mali. Downey still has to figure out how to counter the CTs over here. He did a good job in the previous round getting control. But when his teammates go down on A long, well, I should point that blue. The terrorists are kind of forced to focus on this area. The CTs have one guy peeking down here. The terrorists can't get too close to the site, and they have to cover too much ground from here to here. That's a little bit too long to really get a jump. And at the same time, the CTs have so many different positions they can take over here that they can use to slow down the terrorists. And if one player has a good position, doesn't mean that his support player is not in another good position as well. So I think that Torpedo should go for a few more B executions here. They still have the rounds to work with. They have the money to work with as well. And if you get the bomb plant on the B bomb site, you have that, you know, at least if one player stays in B short, you can get a Molotov in here and go for a cheeky play from there. Let's see if we can see the Swedes take control again. They were in control at the start, but now they lose decent already at the start of the round. They trade the frag though. And they traded against Rallen. Hyper is still around though. Catches Mally on the peak. Downey will take the AWP back though. But it's a man advantage for the CTs again, and they have that player, Repo, in the toilets. He's basically behind the terrorists, he just doesn't know yet. Repo is there, peeking out. Downey surprised, he fired a shot, but I don't think it was necessarily directed at Repo, who shuts down Connector as well. Atta has to wait for the flames to extinguish. And Darty is on the B bomb set, but they don't have the bomb with them. So the most they can hope for is a few frags here. Maybe make it expensive for Vexed, which doesn't really play that big role anymore. The CT's money is already at a good point here. A few double op setups in a row, but they didn't lose that many players. So Torpedo with an uphill struggle now. Good headshot by Atta, double kill. Repo was very surprised here. Atta coming for him straight away. Now look at that CT though, it's Groovy. He is in connector. Oh, he goes down to Dart. He came out from the B-bomb side. Perfect play by Torpedo. Both players do their job on their own positions, on their individual play, and together they claw their way back into the 2v4. They make it a 2v1, and Hyper exposes position. He gets a frag onto Atta, makes it a 1v1. And Darty, where is he? That's the big question for Hyper now. Doesn't know. Darty has him pinned down. 47 remain for the CT. He's going for the counter. Oh, desperate spray. Looked a little awkward, but he still gets the kill. And that's what matters the most for Torpedo. Winning the 2v4 against Vexed should leave the Poles gutted here. They were about to get the draw and then possibly extend that streak even further. Now their economy suffered a huge blow, and the terrorists know that they can make those unfortunate moments still go their way. There is Mally, expected Rallen already. Rallen has to switch his playing style a little bit. He used that position way too often. And Mally did a good job of keeping that in mind, preparing himself for that push. Torpedo with a 2-round lead on Overpass. It's the map pick of Vexed. And especially the 2v4 clutch by Atta and Darty. So well played. I mean, having Darty come around from B long and get back out to secure connector for Atta, who just picked up 2 frags on connector. Heads up play by Torpedo. The youngsters showing some experience as well, and they definitely know the game inside out. Now Hyper, good position by him. Picks off the first one, tags Atta as well. Now has to watch out, he's about to run out of bullets. Has to go for a reload soon. And Groovy is unable to support him, he's a little bit too far away. Downey with the trade frag. And Groovy sees the door being closed, but it's also the door being closed to his chance to make it a 3v3 again. The terrorists will now focus on the B-bomb side. Quick smokes come in already. No real coordinated push is needed by them. They just want to get the bomb plant and put the pressure on the CTs, but Ferlin is racing to the help of his teammate Groovy with the double, the triple for Groovy. Decent is alone. He goes for another desperate spray, gets a kill, And now it's 6 seconds on the clock. He doesn't get the bomb anymore, and he has to suffer. He has to suffer. He made it a 1v1, but he couldn't plant the bomb anymore, and the time is running out on him. What a great job by Groovy to hold down the B-bomb site. And Ferlin was also key, drawing the attention away from his teammate. Vexed is hanging on to this game. 6-5. They want to win both maps in the best of 2. If Torpedo get one more round on the board, out of those 4 rounds we will still see on this half, I would put them in the favorite spot to win this map. If it's 9-6, Vex should probably have what it takes to come back still. But the Swedes are not slowing down. No breaks for them. Darty already has the Tech 9. Surprises Relin, who straight away catches a bullet to the head and goes down. Repo only has a max 7. And the CT is in some trouble here. They are smoked off. Hyper with a magical kill. Onto Downey. Mally only has a P250 to work with, but gets a headshot onto Hyper. Great stuff by him, but Repo retaliates with a max 7 from behind. A 3v2 now thanks to Decent, but Groovy turns it into 2v2, a 2v1 now thanks to Darty's kill with a scout inside the A-bomb site. What an unlikely kill, but Groovy is still alive for Vex. He can pull it off again, or can he? Darty's there, Tech 9, it doesn't get the frag, but now he does. Groovy was about to finish that defuse, but Torpedo win this eco, this force buy round. A heavy investment by them, paying off, forcing Vexed on their own force buy. The Poles are furious. They want to get back straight away. They don't want to give the Swedes a break. UMP for Groovy. Deagles, 5.7s, every single pistol that's halfway viable on the hands of the CTs. Rallen with a deal. He's playing it as if he had an AWP. Maybe he can get himself in between the terrorist lines, but they wait for him. Mally covering his teammates. Well done by Torpedo to not go all crazy, but to consider the circumstances, to consider the economy, the importance of the round, and also the importance of this half. The CTs left with only one option, to go for the stack on B, while the terrorists are capturing more and more crucial parts of the map. Now Decent goes down there, allows Ferlin to save or use that AK even. Repo is already on the rotation. Good nade could possibly, do some good damage here. Downey is down to low HP. Atta is tagged up as well. Ferlin is close by already, gets a frag through the smoke, and Groovy is too far away. He can't help his teammate anymore. So Vex decides to save, and Torpedo will make it 8-5. What a terrorist side by the Swedes. The young Swedes. Very talented bunch of guys having their impact in the scene already. If you wonder how the first map ended, you can see it on the top right corner. Great, cool graphics by CounterPit League. It's just really beautiful to see those logos of the teams, and you know, you have that 1-0 visible to everyone that just tunes in. Also, big shout out to you guys for staying around and for watching this game together with me. Vexed are struggling on the second map. They go for another force buy, and that's what I said. When you grow impatient, you sometimes make decisions that you wouldn't have made if you had the edge over your opponent. So they go for a UMP on Groovy, a FAMAS for Repo. The AK that has been saved by Ferlin played its big role there. And a scout for Rallen. He's going for the jump shots. He already tagged Darty. Tosses the nade at the terrace. Doesn't get the kill with it. The T's will stay away. Run for safety. And go for the rotation. Hyper. Waiting for his prey to walk past. He's like a Navy SEAL. Wading in the dirtiest water on Earth. getting the frag onto Dadi's back, but getting shut down. Then Groovy with the UMP, he makes it work. He also gets good damage into Downey. And Repo is there. He's still waiting. Ferlin in the meantime puts down Decent, who tried to push through to the B-bomb site. But he was stopped by Ferlin. B3 now. Oh, Rallen with a shot that, wow, I have never seen before a scout shot like that through half of the map onto the retreating terrorist while he was jumping from a staircase, just catching the last glimpse of the T. And Vexed make it 6-8. They hang on to this game. They win their own force buy, just like Torpedo did over here. Wow, this is going to be a chaotic exchange between both squads. Torpedo with 2 AKs, 2 Tech 9s and a Deagle go for the straight B go. But they don't have too many nades, so they have to go in there barefooted. Dati gets the trade frag. Very important for the terrorists to maintain their momentum inside the round. Otherwise they would be stopped and slowed down too much. But good flash work by the CTs will after all stop the terrorist push. Now the Swedes need to slow down. They need to make Vex re-rotate back to A. Or otherwise it will be a 4v4 B-bomb site go. And Hyper already shows what is going to happen to a squad that tries that. They're going to be caught in a crossfire. Mali's there. Works against Hyper. Both of the teams. Trench fight ensues. But Hyper has everything covered. Ferlin steps in as well. And Rallen with the last frag of the round. 8-7 in favor of Torpedo on the terrorist side. On Overpass. Which in my opinion is a very good side. I mean, the Swedes were surprising already at the start. I think the pistol round could have gone either way. Groovy picked up a quad kill over there, but the time ran out on him. The terrorists then picked up 5 rounds in a row. You can see they were getting close from time to time. But overall, I mean, that was the first rifle round and they won it in a 1v1. So very close start of the game. But the 5 rounds were decisive here. Let's see if Vex can pull off the same. They definitely have the right players to do so, and I think they are a little bit agitated at the moment. They definitely are angry. They want to kick it off this season. Season 2 of the CounterPit League, supported by G2A, EGB, AMD, Nitro, Logitech, Sennheiser, and also by great guys behind the scenes. Big shout out to Dino and Peter. And Vex will kick it off with full force, not slowing down on that A push. Already Groovy picking up the refrag onto Downey, who seemingly was able to put up some resistance, but not enough. Hyper still tries to fake the A bombser, but doesn't succeed in doing so. The CTs rotate Atta back to the B bomb site. But Groovy is working close to A, and he's not really challenged by the CTs. They go for some very defensive peeks. In the meantime, Atta with the frag. Now Mali comes back, and it gets turned upside down. 2v3 now. Rallen is having some trouble onto Atta. Finally, Hyper comes in with a frag onto Mali, and now it gets turned upside down again. 2v1. Decent from heaven. He's got the USP. He's got the seeming advantage. Headshot onto Rallen. He has Hyper pinned down in that situation. He knows that Hyper went for that corner, and Hyper will clutch it for Vex. What a round. Just like the first half, this whole round showed us how close the teams are to each other. 8-8. Vex will draw the game. But that was a real struggle by them. A 4v4 gets turned into 4v3, then a 3v2, then a 2v1, then a 1v1, and then it goes the way of Vexed. What a shape-shifting round here. The CTs, with not the biggest investment, P250s, Deagles, and some armor. But this round should go the way of Vexed. Groovy just working a little bit in underpass. While Mali's waiting there. Just wants to have somebody, a random passerby, to walk into his P250. doesn't necessarily want to face off against the blazing AK. Groovy has to hold his horses for now. He's running out of bullets. And with that, I don't mean the magazine. I mean the whole count of bullets. Oh, he walked past Mally. Now he gets punished for that. Mally comes back creeping for the weapon. Now maybe he can do some more damage to the terrorists. They don't want to challenge him for now. They want to make their go first. They want to make him creep out of the stairs and then have somebody occupy with covering of the back, which is Hyper with the MP7. The terrorists will plant the bomb on the container while the CTs go for the rotation here. Good frag by Atta again, making it expensive for the terrorists. Something that is underestimated sometimes. But the terrorist economy plays a big role as well. Now Darty with a frag onto Repo. It's 2v4 now, and Darty makes it at 4v1. Hyper is the only one standing with the MP7, and he does only get one frag before he gets traded by Mally. And the 40-second bomb timer makes it so, well, not easy, but so much more possible for CTs to go for retakes like that and then still defuse the bomb even though they don't have a defuse kit. Torpedo pull the upset and make it 9-8. I certainly didn't expect that, and neither did Vexed. AK for Hyper, UMP for Groovy, he really likes that gun. Tech 9s for the rest and P250 for Furlan. The CTs on the other side, they have saved an AK, no, 2 AKs and 1 Galil from the previous round, so it instantly kickstarts their economy. Mally missing that first shot. The chance to already make it a 5v4. But his teammate Atta is still hanging out over there. The terrorists are fully committed to A for now. They have the bomb on A long. They slowly but surely capture more and more space. Looking at Hyper here and Furlan on long. While Atta is still holding on toilets. He's running into trouble though. Retaliates but doesn't get the kill. Rallen with the Tech 9 kill. Hyper goes down to 19 HP but stays alive. And that's the key point. Oh, Downey quickly flipping his mouse onto Groovy through the smoke. 4v4 with Decent coming in from the back. He's gonna be a key player. Oh, that flash wasn't how he wanted it to be. Rallen with the headshot on the Tech 9. The smoke already there. Darty with the covering fire. The CTs need to go for the defuse sometime soon, but the terrorists will pin them down from both sides. Darty turns left and right. He gets frag after frag, and Downey in a 1v1. He's got 15 HP. The bomb is ticking faster and faster. He has to use the last slither of hope. But will he make it? It's ticking so fast. He get the frag at least. And he will make it. Torpedo with another impossible clutch. The Swedes. I don't know what they ate today. But it must have been something really sick. Because they are turning it up onto Vexed. The Poles are left scratching their heads. A few grey hairs are definitely sprouting on their skins now. I don't even... Darty, so amazing with a triple kill. A Torpedo, just sick. Very well played by them. But for a CT side to get retakes like that, the terrorists have to make a few mistakes on their crossfires and on their timings. And I'm sad to be the one to point it out, but Vexed had a really good chance here. They won the pistol. They were the ones to lose those 2 close rounds to the CTs. But maybe it was Torpedo winning them and not so much Vexed losing them. The Poles will go for A again. At least if they get those plans, they will be able to get 4 spies going. But Atta will not allow that to happen. He lines up another smoke spray. This time it wasn't as successful as the first one, so the bomb goes through. And the CTs have to retake again. They barely have any equipment left anymore, and Hyper is able to get it back to a 4v3. With Atta down on 6 HP, the terrorists have a fighting chance here. Hyper retreats a little further, makes Darty to commit to A long, and removes him from the squad. The bomb is ticking fast and fast. In the meantime, Rallen gets another kill, and he already knows where Decent is on the smoke. on the edge of the smoke. Decent has no chance this time around. It will be Vexed Gaming's round. It was about time they clutched one of their own 4 spies. 9-10. Torpedo lost so many men in especially this round, they are not able to buy up. So Vex can draw the game. They are staying within reach of the Swedish squad. So let's see if they can also turn it into their own favor and then get the economy game rolling and get it going their way, you know, winning round after round, not letting the CTs put up an AWP, for example, which is going to be in play. I think next round, Rallen is saving up some money for that. In the meantime, the CTs get demolished by the terrorists in that eco. Oh, Mally. Those shots, there is not much that you can do about that, you know? If you're Groovy, you have the weapon, you have to get the kill. You can't run away from a USP in that stage, especially if it's unarmored. But then he peeks out and instantly clicks you. And now Mally has a deagle, so he can kill anyone he wants to with 1 click. The same goes for Downey.
Bomb has been planted.
Let's see how many frags they can pull out of this round here. Mally saved the AK now. And Downey's looking for some more blood. Yeah, that's Rallen gone. But that was only the Tech 9, so he has to... Oh, he's retreating further. Almost slipped through the fingers. But the terrorists will finally dispose of him. Vexed win the round. They lose 2 players doing that. And they lose 1 AK to the CTs, which could help them later on in the game. But the round is more important to them. It's gonna be 10-10. Vexed is still in... Oh, Repo. I mean... Those are small, tiny, happy little accidents, you could call them. But it could haunt them later on. Repo blowing up to the bomb in the end, in the last millisecond, could come back to haunt Vexed when they won't have a weapon for him if they go for a false buy. And Mally is there. He's on point with the headshot onto Rallen. Already making it a 5v4. Sadly for the CTs, they can't get their hands on the weapon. It's been dropped right back over here. But at least they already showed Vexed. We are still here, even though we are saving. You better watch out. Santa's coming to town. Not in a few months, though. So to all the kids out there, you have to be patient. But it's Mally going to town for Vexed. Darty just trying the cheeky deal. 1 shot doesn't hit it though. And the terrorists will pay respect to the CTs. Look at how slowly they capture everything. Double stack with Mally on top of his teammate. Downey has a scout. That could be dangerous as well. If he gets 1 shot off on one of the terrorists, they are low. The Deagles can finish them off with 1 bullet. And the CTs will go for a double peek, but Darty gets punished for that. Downey is jumping still with his scout. Doesn't hit the shot though. The terrorists are on the doorstep already. And he's still going for jump shots, but they are prepared for that. Easy pickings. 3v4 ensues. And Atta is waiting out there in the open. Easy kill for Groovy. Berlin has decent pinned down already. And it's only Mally. He's still fighting for the round, however, and he gets a double kill. Double headshot, making it expensive. And now he still goes for the save, or... Yes, he was thinking about going back to the site. Doesn't matter. He wants to save the AK. Will make it a little easier for Torpedo to afford an AWP.
Terrorists win.
So AWP for Rallen now, and AWP for Mally. As I said, Rallen was already saving up in the previous round, and Mally managed to save the AK, drop that to Atta, and was able to purchase his own big gun. Rellin did get the tag onto Downey. He was quick to jump down again. It's like a small kid that reaches for the sweets and you clap on its hands and it quickly goes back into its room and hides away. Cries for a little. Tries to reach up for the sweets when you don't look again. Melly is looking for some frags on A. But the terrorists focus on B for now. They've done a few A executions. They ran into some big trouble here and there. So they figure, let's try B for now. Especially with the rifle round now by the CTs. It's a little bit easier to get opening frags on, opening frags on the execution on B than it is on A. The CTs on A, they can just retreat. They can give up the round to you, the bomb site to you, and then retake. Decent and Repo will trade frags back and forth, and Hyper takes point with another frag. 4v3 now. The CTs are on the rotation, but it's a little slow. Hyper's already around the site, disposes of Downey, making it a 2v4. Mally and Atta, they should go for a save in my opinion. But maybe if they get a few quick frags, the time is not that big of a factor for the CTs anymore. So they push each other up there. Atta from afar doesn't get the frag onto Repo. And Mally is going for the save. Terrorist knew he was around. Hyper was overextending a little bit there. And now they peek him one after another. Mally is not missing those shots. That's the thing that we can take away from this game. If we can't take away anything else, at least Mally is a sturdy AWP. Another kill. Now, oh, he gets ambushed by Rellin though. It's AWP against AWP. The pistol prevails. 12-10 now. Vexed will turn the half and also the map into their own favor now. And we will have a pause. Atta has dropped from the server, but he's back again. And I don't know what the problem was in his account. Seems he just randomly dropped. So we are unpausing the game already. Torpedo with a force buy now. Mally's up would have been awesome for them. But it just equal out and level out the money. So it's not a real force buy. It's just everyone buying whatever he can until he reaches the threshold of 2.5, 3k around those lines. The Swedes set a trap on A long with Atta and Mally. Mally with a P250, he's close by for the one headshot range. And Atta with the deagle from afar. He's a support guy. Darty's holding a short, and the terrorist could walk into that trap. Sturdy play though by Hyper, using the Molotov and the flash to clean it up, and puts a bullet to the cranium of Mally already, blowing his brains out on the other side. Darty quickly wants to regain control of A long. He's didn't spot Hyper yet, but now he does. Goes for the spray. Now he's calling in for some help, but Atta gets disposed of by Groovy. So every single thing the CTs had planned in this round didn't really work out for them. They have to trust in Darty, but he gets pushed out by the Molotov. He wouldn't have been able to burn that much longer before he went down. And Downey with the CZ75 doesn't get the kill. So it's up to Decent to save the AK for the next one. And Vex will make it 13-10. Now you can see Torpedo did a very good job at the start of their own terrorist side. Then it was the CTs taking over. And Torpedo have a really rough time here on the CT side, especially with their money. As you can see yourself over here, they had to save and force buy in 2 consecutive rounds. Now they had a buy round again, but they lost this one. Another mixed buy, but they lost that one as well. And the next round will be key for them. If they can't win the next round, Vexed will most likely at least reach the 15-10. And then they will have 5 map and match points. Up for Mally. Back again. And he's going for the Rellin-like peek, but in a different way. Didn't get spotted. Does get flashed though. Has to run for his life. He does stay alive. And the smoke is coming in just in time to keep him there. Terrace with a 4-man stack on the outside, on the playground area. While Furlan is checking out B. The CTs want to regain some more control on the toilets, and Atta is pushing forward on his own. The rest on the B bomb side though, no aggressive play by Torpedo so far. I mean, no real aggressive play. There are way more different pushes like Vexed already pulled off when you quickly push into connector and then get a jumping or get a shot on the terrorist straight away. You can already shift it in your team's favor. Decent working alone on B while his teammates take care of Hyper. So it's a 3v5 now. Vexed have still the right amount of positional control, and Groovy with the peek on that first one. Atta and Decent though retaliate, and as quickly as that it's over already. Atta with the right timing to come from Squeaky and gets the kills. 13 to 11. Torpedo is back again, but the terrorist money is still looking good, so they are back on rifles as well. I wonder if Torpedo will switch their playing style sometime soon, because I think it's getting a little too easy to predict. They push forward over here. Oh, now Melly's switching it up. He goes for that aggressive peek in connector. Let's see what he can see. Nothing for now. Atta still has that smoke to cover his teammate, but as soon as the smoke fades, Mally has to come back. Now they will cover each other on the retreat and give up that space to the terrorists. Rellin with the AK. Only P250 for Furlan. But he's just supporting his teammates from behind. Flashing them in and smoking them in at the same time, carrying the bomb. The CTs with a triple stack on the A bomb side and 2 on the outside. Atta is already there, using the Molotov or the incendiary grenade to guard him, while Darty fires away. Good combination. Atta burns one and shoots the other, and at the same time Darty holds down those angles. Triple kill for him. Torpedo make it 13 to 12, and the Swedes are not giving up. Even though the terrorists got 5 rounds in a row, the CTs hold on to this one. 20 frags for Melly, 21 for Darty. Doing very well. On the other side we have 23 for Hyper and 21 for Groovy. Terrorists with the upgraded pistol by no real magic by them. They want to plant the bomb as quickly as possible, but Darty already gets the first one. Torpedo with a 5v3 now, thanks to Darty's second frag, and he's still got that angle covered. Another one goes his way, and Furlan is the last man alive. Darty wonders where the terrorist is. Oh, running in some trouble here. Down he comes to his help and gets the frag. Only one sacrifice by Torpedo. One casualty suffered on the Swedish side. 13 to 13, they will draw it again. And the CT's money is looking better now that they won this round almost flawlessly. They also won the first, the previous one almost flawlessly. And this one was won decisively too. So, the money is very, very good for Torpedo. On the other side, we have the terrorists on the brink of giving away a very good lead to the Swedes. Hyper checking out A long. Overall, a very defensive approach by Vexed. Rellin takes his time to capture the connecting area. The Poles looking for an early frag now. The Swedes have that boost already, and Downey can see. Did he see Repo? I think he did. Now he fires away. The terrorists are unsure where he was, and that allows him to get the frag onto Furlan. Good job by Downey. Little cheeky there. And sometimes you have to be a little cheeky to get yourself ahead. against their opponents. Rellen is looking for some jumping shots by the CTs or some jumping peaks. But he doesn't spot anyone. The CTs still hold their positions. They were very successful in the previous round with that setup, and they have the same setup again. It's Darty who goes down, though. Now Atta is alone. He is about to get flanked, but the terrorists reconsider. 30 seconds on the clock. They go for the re-rotation, and Atta has spotted them. Great information, but the terrorists know they were spotted, so they will re-rotate to A. What a chaotic round that is. 3v4, 16 seconds on the clock. Repo doesn't get the first frag. Groovy does. No, Hyper does, and Groovy with another one as well. Hyper has to cover his teammate, but at the same time he has to stay alive for them to have a fighting chance. 2v2. The smoke still keeps Groovy alive, and he gets himself into safety. The terrorists will just hide away. Hyper with the long rotation through the toilets. Melly already looks for the frag, but doesn't spot anyone. The CTs don't have a smoke, and that's the key in this round. Decent, though, with the frag. Now he gets traded by Groovy, and Melly doesn't know where the terrorist is. He has that scope pinned down on that one. Gets the frag, and the defuse as well. The bomb is not ticking fast enough. Torpedo with another clutch round. When they started off with the advantage at first, Groovy with the triple kill was the first one to actually give Vexed a fighting chance in this round. But after that, the trades weren't going the way of the Poles. So the Swedes with a 14-13. 2 more rounds to go for them. And one of them will be that AK Galil mixture by Vexed. Mally went for his notorious aggressive peek on the outside of A, but he didn't spot anyone. Hyper stayed away, took the different route. But that was Groovy with a cheeky frag. Another one goes down. Rellen, without even really seeing the CTs, the terrorists pick up frag after frag. Then the CTs left with 3 players alive. It's going to be a huge task for them to even hold on to the sites or draw it back like Decent does. Well, now he gets tagged again. Ferlin with the frag. Terra's doing a good job of drawing out the CT's positions without even spotting them. Mally and Downey, the last men for the CTs to do something about this round. But it looks like a 14-14. Let's not speak too soon, though. We have seen numerous rounds in this matchup, especially on overpass, being shifted from one side to the other. Vexed has to commit to the B bomb site soon. Hyper is just going there for the backstab. Mally and Downey will focus on B. They have to pick up 2 quick frags, delay the bomb plan at least, and at the same time stay alive. And they won't stay alive. Ferlin with a straight headshot onto Downey. It's a 1v4. Mally should back away if his team wants to have a fighting chance. The orb would be quite cool to have around. They will have enough money anyway for an orb. But you can see that Atta needs a drop, so well, I see Decent doesn't have that much money either. He goes for the Famous. Melly does go for the orb, so okay. They will lack the nades, however. Torpedo with a 14-14. Vexed is clawing their way back again. And it's just awesome to see the 2 teams having that much resilience in this matchup. Ferlin tries to go through the sewers into the B bomb site, but he has been slowed down by his own teammate. And now they will not push through the smoke for now. The CTs get themselves into position on the other side of the smoke. It's Decent holding on to Connector, while his teammates will position themselves on B short. So, and slightly aggressive setup by Torpedo. They will cover each other with those 3 guys in that area. Atta, though, in a gunfight already on the B bomb site. He's pushed very far back to the side, which denies him any information on where the terrorists will go. So now that incendiary nade helps him to get back into position, but the terrorists will get that frag together. Repo and Groovy close out Downey, but Decent is coming back for the frag. Repo with the refrag, though. 4v3. CTs still can't pull it back. But at least they have defended the B bomb site for now. So the terrorists will focus on A. Mali is there, picking up Rallen. And Darty goes down though. That frag was very important. The terrorists have the opening to go back to B in case they want to. Atta is still around though. And Atta picks up another frag. Makes it a triple in the round. Torpedo with a 15-14. Vexed is reeling not only financially but also momentum-wise and maybe even individually. You can see Repo not having the best game today, but so is Downey with 15 and Decent on 16. So you can't blame one individual. Overall, it's a team game. It's only one round separating the two teams. And this round will be key. Can Vex draw to an overtime? Decent with a burn onto Groovy. Decent with a second. Now Repo finally gets rid of him, but it's a 4v3 already. Repo goes down. Ferlin and Rallen, the last hope lies on their shoulders. Ferlin is alone against two. Now that he picked up 2 frags with the UP, goes for the Galil. Still has a fighting chance. 18 seconds. 1 minute 18 on the clock. Gets another frag there, and now it's Mali. The last man for the CTs. Ferlin goes for the plant. And Mali lets him do that. Ferlin gets away alive. He takes refuge, and look at that reaction by Mali. Taking down the pole, winning the map for Torpedo, and making it a 1-1 draw. The Swedes will prevail, and they almost won the first map already. Very good showing by Torpedo. I congratulate them for the 1-1. The first match in the CPL EU group stage gets drawn. And yeah, that means the skins get returned, and whoever has bet on the draw with 2.381 is probably going to be very happy. So I thank you guys for tuning in. You can follow me on Twitter at TheBooTV, and I recommend to follow CPL as well. It's at CounterPit. It's just like the name, you know, it's really easy. I thank you guys really from the bottom of my heart. It's been an amazing best of 2. We will have more action coming your way later on with its Panthers against SK Gaming at 22 CET. That is in roughly 2 hours. So make sure to come back if you don't want to stay. I will put on some music for you to enjoy and also roll some advertisements. So for everyone that wants to support us directly, disable your ad blocker, and that's all you need to do. I thank you guys for tuning in. We will be back later on. Stay tuned.